In this video, we will see the gestation of the solar system, starting with the Sun, and continuing with the planets and the other structures that make it up. But before that, let's start from the beginning. Approximately 13.7 billion years ago, the first galaxies began to form, and a few 100 billion years later, the Milky Way emerged. It is in a region of this galaxy, 4.57 billion years ago, that the solar system will form from a condensation of gas and dust in a molecular cloud. The cloud condensed due to the gravitational force that acted on it, attracting the vast majority of particles towards its center, increasing its density and temperature. The particles that did not reach the center formed a disk around it. This disk is called a circumstellar disk. Over the course of 1 million years, the circumstellar disk became increasingly faint, and the center increasingly larger as some of the star's material was ejected outward. The protostar, located in the center, experienced a constant increase in temperature as it accumulated material, until it finally reached the conditions necessary to initiate nuclear fusion in its core. This event marked the birth of the Sun. Subsequently, the dust grains in the circumstellar disk grew until they became planetesimals, rocky bodies with a radius of 1 kilometer. For 10 million years, the planetesimals, by colliding together, formed planetary embryos, and these embryos absorbed gas from the circumstellar disk, acquiring enormous mass in the process. In this way, the gaseous and giant planets were born: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. The planetesimals that remained joined together to form other planets, repeating the previous process, colliding with each other until forming new bodies. This time, at a much slower pace and influenced by the gravity of the giant planets. In a period of approximately 60 million years, the rocky planets were born: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, and the asteroid belt located between Mars and Jupiter. After these collisions became increasingly rare until new bodies stopped forming, the last major collision being between Earth and Dia, a collision that would cause the birth of the Moon, Earth's satellite. The rest of the planetesimals were displaced by the orbits of the giant planets and expelled to the other side of them, forming the Kuiper belt, made up of asteroids and small icy bodies, including the dwarf planet Pluto. Other space bodies are comets, which were formed in the same way as planetesimals, and meteoroids, very small bodies that originated from the collision between planetesimal. And finally, the farthest region of the system is the Oort cloud, a set of icy space bodies that surround the solar system and mark its limit. It is the remnant of the circumstellar disk formed in the first stage of the solar system. After all this process, the solar system reached a stable shape, with the Sun in the center radiating its light, and the other objects orbiting around it, which, in order of proximity to the Sun, are the rocky planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars; the asteroid belt, the gaseous planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune; the Kuiper belt, where Pluto is located; and further away, at the extremes, the Oort cloud. And just as the solar system was formed, billions of other planetary systems are also formed, both in the Milky Way and in a multitude of other galaxies, each with a different configuration of planets, and stars with different sizes and luminosities, these being the stars that decorate the firmament. And so we come to the end. Thanks for watching, and I'll wait for you in the comments and in the next video. Balite.